Entering advanced set. Ready.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air.
Entering play call screen.
Fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Nice.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A pretty decent game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their
concept,
I don't think that's
plan, there are
formation. I think you're exactly right about that.
Quarter.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down.
Entering play call. Formation. There are 7 cat 46. Option is option. Normal. There are 2 categories. You have cover 2, cover 3.
And catch the ball.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it'll come out to the 20.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected. On plan. Throw it medium. You have 56 options. Jet 6 drive is selected.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cross button. Circle button. R1 button. Cross button. R1 button. Cross button.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 20.
Entering play call. Empty and on plan. There are 9 coach suggest double zone alert X smoke. Circle button. Audible. Contact. Circle button. Triangle button.
On the ground, this is Saquon.
Triangle button.
Barkley a 1st down and more. And take this to the other side of midfield.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone split is selected.
Strong runs to the right. Reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as ball.
R1 button.
Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So
Entering plate, spacing. AHP mid-route, smash H, inside zone split. AHP slip screen. Red option. Cross button. Cross button. Square button. Cross button. Circle button. Cross button.
To Barkley. And that play goes nowhere.
Entering play call.
Losing yardage.
Formation. Error.
Right at midfield. It'll be a loss.
Option is empty base flex. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Verticals is selected. Cross button. Circle button. Backs protect. Cross button. Square button. Square button.
To throw.
Square button.
And this pass broken up.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think.
Entering play call. Punt plan. There are 7 formation. There are 7 categories. There are 8 normal. Cover 2 sink. Overload. Cover 3 cloud. Under smoke.
Really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all.
Entering play call. Normal. There are 8 categories. You have 39 options. Formation. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. You have 30 options. Cover 3 cloud is selected.
A lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Formation. Play type. There are 7 zone coverage. Cover 2. Cover 2. Cover 2 hard flat. Tampa 2. Tampa 2.
Really good yardage.
Tampa 2. Cover 2 hard flat. Cover 2 hard. Cover 2 sink.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. They'll continue.
Entering play call. Cover 2 zone. There are 3 categories. Play type. There are 7. Man coverage. Man cover. Cover 1. Cover 1. Cover 1. Cover 1. Cover 1. Cover 1. Contain. Coach just.
Great communication.
Corner back. Man coverage. There are 2 categories. You have 44 options. Cover 1. Contain is selected.
Nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to have another first down. As
Entering play call. Man coverage. Play call.
And I like the idea.
Cover 2 man.
His hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And power running here down to the 6-yard.
Entering play call. Man. Cover 2. Man 3. Cover 2 man.
They go for big.
Cover 2 man.
They got to
Cover 2 man.
turned it upfield and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone split is selected.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
Triangle button.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play.
Circle button.
Past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Entering strength curl.
On the ground for him. So
red option.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime,
cross button, R1 button,
translates into wins.
And they're
square button,
consistently here.
Square button, circle button,
Jones on the move.
Square button.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HP base is selected.
Right there because
backs protect.
Coverage on the right
cross
side.
button.
Tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8.
Entering play call. Coach bench
Here's the score.
AHD zone. Double slants.
EA Sports.
Play formation. There. Concept. Medium cat. Play action. Do. There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. Pause sprint HB flag is selected.
2nd and 8.
R1 button. Cross button. Cross button.
Throwing, Jones.
Triangle button. Circle button. Square button.
He finds his man.
Triangle button.
Hammond. And he's brought down, but not.
Entering play call. Concept. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected.
Get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Triangle button.
Taking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Square button.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
and that's caught inside the 35.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion plan. There are 7 cat formation. There are 7 cat time. Normal. There are DB blitz. Foxfire. Cover 1 Robert. Foxfire zone press.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure.
Entering play call. Normal. There are 2. Cat blitz 3. Nighttime blitz.
Escape the
cover 3 cloud.
With his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. This is brought in by Gibson. And they're going to have another.
Entering play call. Play call. Cover 3 match. Man double bus.
Touchdown drive against him.
Cover 1 robber show 2. Under smoke 2. Cover 1 robber show. Under smoke 2. Cover 1 robber show 2.
As a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Entering play call 2, 3, 6. DPL safe. Cover 2 hard flat. Growl slant 3 scheme.
Pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
2nd and 11. Completes it to Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the end.
Entering play formation.
So
Concept.
Quarter, he's already
Cover 2 drop. Cover 2 hard. Tempo. Concept. Cover 3 spy. 3 double bus.
Have a profound effect
Cover
on this
3.
game.
Cover 3.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1.
Entering play call. Cover 3. Play. Cover play call. Inside blitz.
That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Entering play call. Man blitz. Inside blitz.
At the 1.
QB strike.
They
Spinner.
hold him again, and now
DPL safety go.
3rd and goal.
COG 1 QB contain.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it's
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
Giants offense.
Cross button.
Ready to
Cross button.
Drive.
Cross button.
Balance attack.
Cross button.
Touchdown.
R1 button.
Now it's time
R1 button.
Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Entering mesh spot. AHD slam. Hockey inside zone. Like inside zone.
So now 20 yards
Circle
to go.
button.
Second down.
Cross button.
Sack. Work
Cross
to be
button.
done.
Max protect.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Entering play. Here out south. Hitch corner. Reggie scissors.
First down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice
Cross button. Circle button. R1 button.
You're going to smother
R1 button.
but a lot of the
Triangle button.
a little bit
Cross button.
have great leverage,
Square button.
easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken.
Entering play call. Trapper to spread counter cash.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
In Washington territory.
Cross button.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Circle button. Cross button.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Zone fixture is selected. Circle button.
Here's a give to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Ravens power is selected. Entering play call. Coach suggest. Level switch.
reminder once we hit halftime.
Circle button. Triangle button. Circle button. Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. Cross button.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 20.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
First down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. Concept. Cover to drop.
First carry of the game.
Cover to heart. Temp to do.
He's showing he can shuffle the puppies as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the...
Entering play call. Coach suggests. Y corner.
The football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Giants off
Square button.
Line ready
Cross
to
button.
Next drive.
Triangle button.
Down 2 scores.
Square button.
Try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They begin with a run by Barkley. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
R1 button. Triangle button. Audible. Cross button. Cross button. R1 button. Cross button.
10.
Cross button.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HD slip screen is selected.
seconds to go in half number 1.
Cross button. Triangle button. Circle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Down. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Entering play call. Coach double slant. Entering franchise screen. You have 6 options. Resume is selected. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Timeout.
Entering play call. Coach suggests double under.
This first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly
Square
don't
button.
too often.
Cross
Sack
button.
24.
Come back. Cross button. R1 button. Triangle button. Square button. Cross button. Cross button. Circle button. Triangle button.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Triangle button.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Shot save block is selected.
And hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And unless this is a quick
Circle button.
this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Circle button. Out left. Cross button.
Final
R1 button.
break.
R1 button.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
Triangle button.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the
Entering Gunplan adjustments. Screen run inside is selected.
Sports halftime report. Coach.
Run out. Throw it. Run outside. Defend media. Defend geek pass. Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone split is selected. Cross button.
Drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be
Circle button.
an important drive.
Triangle button.
You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling
Entering play. Gunplan. There are run outside. You have 16 options. HB toss is selected.
expect to get that done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on
Backs
2nd and
protect.
8 at the 27-yard line. Barkley, toss play left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across.
Entering play call. Run outside. Power option.
So far,
Power red.
terrific
Power red.
continues here. So a solid run by Saquon.
Square button.
And another
Backs
1st and 10
protect.
here. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this all the way down.
Entering play call. Run outside. Power option. Power red. Gunplan. There are 9 player. Formation. Concept.
Saw that outside handoff to the
Play
right.
action. Do. There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. Toss sprint HB flag is selected.
Listen, I was the point of attack. I took
Square button. R1 button.
to get downfield and add all those yards.
Square button.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Triangle button.
Out
Cross
to
button. Triangle button.
give him a couple on the scramble.
Entering play. Sprint HB flat.
It's that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Cross button. Square button.
From the 30 on
Cross
2nd.
button.
Jones.
Cross button.
Roll him out right.
Square button.
Oh, here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't
Entering.
in the
Sprint
pocket and
concept.
getting the ball. That's
On plan. Run outside. You have power option. Power red.
You're trying to keep the
Power red.
hemmed in.
Reverse.
In this case,
Drum toss.
the
PHP
and if he
toss.
pushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Backs
They got
protect.
to the 23
Unpack.
third. Now a toss right to Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first.
Entering. Pick
29.
FGK. Field goal 40. Pick FGK. Ravens sail. Y shallow. Mesh spot. Field goal 46. Mesh spot.
Facing this big first half.
Circle
deficit,
button.
they keep the
R1 button.
on the
R1 button.
They're going for it.
Cross button.
Jones
R1 button.
throwing
Cross
off
button.
down. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And down inside the 15. He got
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB Power G is selected.
credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch?
Circle button.
Think of it as just
Triangle button.
field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time...
Entering play call, jet pass, AHD foul, jet touch pass, red, jet touch pass.
And intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite
Circle button.
tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he goes backwards here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There, clear out south, 4 vertical, clear out southeast out, 4 verticals, clear out southeast out.
In vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So
circle button, circle button, cross button, cross button. Triangle button. Backs protect. R1 button. Out left. Cross button. Cross button.
Back to
R1 button.
Jones.
Square button.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Entering play call, undefined.
Here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Concept, there are 7. Formation, there are 7 categories. There are 4 subcategories. Options set to over 18 plays. You have 11 options. 3 to 4 is selected.
The football back on the opening drive here the second half, and now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them.
Entering play call, wide 9. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Cover 4 cons is selected.
Defense. They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past.
Entering play call, wide 9. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Cover 1 L, cover 1 Robert, overload 3, cog 3, cover 3 match. Play call.
Offense just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Flush to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping
Entering
it
play from
there.
coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection.
Cover 3 hard, cover 3 cover 3 bust rest, cover 3 cloud, cover 3 plan, coach cover 3 hard, plan. There are 7 formation, normal, there, cover 3 match.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. This will be
entering play call, normal. There are 8 categories. Play call, play call, formate, concept. There are 7 categories. Play type. There are 7 categories. Concept. Cover 3, cover 3, cover 3.
Still good yardage. Back to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Entering play call, cover 3. There are 9 categories. You have 82 options. Cover 3, 3 double bus.
Play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head.
Audible.
His way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to
entering concept. Cover 2 man. Cover 2 man 3. Cover 2 man.
Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, Gibson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19.
Entering play call, cover 2 man. There are 9 categories. You have 26 options. Cover 2 man is selected.
I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially
cover
when they look
man
up at the
3G.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Gibson again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Entering concept, error 7, play height, blitz, zone blitz, overload, DB5, edge blitz free, play call, inside blitz,
and making it work.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Able to stretch their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will...
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories, you have 30 options, HB Power O is selected. R1 button.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception.
Cross button.
Red zone.
Square button.
And we'll see if they can rebound.
Cross button. Circle button. Square button.
That again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he...
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories, you have 30 options, HB Power O is selected.
We're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of...
R1 button.
And
cross button.
From there.
Cross button. Circle button. Cross button. Circle button. R1 button.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's...
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories, you have 30 options, edge corners is selected.
Third. So they'll get a little extra...
Entering play call, coach, Y shall, Ravens Y flood,
You are
curl
watching
X go,
NFL on EA
D-spot,
Sports.
curl D-spot.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
R1 button, circle button, cross button, square button,
Look to throw.
square button.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
With a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will be...
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories, you have 30 options, keep curls is selected.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6.
Cross button.
On the
Cross button.
In what has been a rough go for them.
Triangle button.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one.
Entering flanker drive.
On the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Triangle button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Square button.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They'll wind up getting...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Why shot, flood, PhD,
stuff, right?
And this is why you
formation,
tackle
concept,
tackle them after the
cheat
catch,
pass, play,
inbounds,
do.
keep them
There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. Pause print HD flag is selected. Square button. Triangle button.
This is 3rd and 10.
Cross button. Square button.
Off the bootleg.
Cross button. Triangle button.
Left.
Cross button.
And he will be very close to a first down.
Entering play call. Coach suggests to.
And that means 4th down.
94 will.
Good
Space it.
for 10
94 will.
And that's going to make it 4th down.
Square button.
They'll run with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did.
Here we go.
Well, they knew.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Right. He's tight right. 19, Tiger.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Girls X go is selected. Circle button.
It's offense.
Cross button.
Ready to
Triangle button.
And last time
Cross button.
here, costly.
Cross button.
And then that
R1 button.
points.
R1 button. R1 button.
Many times have we
Cross
sat
button.
with coaches and they use the term complementary football. Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense.
Entering play call. Double slants.
This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover in Washington.
Cross button.
Now, here's
Circle button.
10.
Circle button.
29-yard
Cross
line.
button. Cross button. Circle button. R1 button. Triangle button. Cross button.
Handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Entering Salem.
Just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides,
Cross button.
that feeling
Cross button.
I can
Cross
see
button.
when the going gets tough in here.
Cross button.
From the 40,
R1 button.
2nd down. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Entering play call. Corner strike. Punt land. There are run outside. You have 16 options. HB toss is selected.
Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it
Backs
there.
protect.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Square button.
It's a fake.
Square button. Square button.
Let it go deep.
Triangle button.
Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Continues this defense. I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game Like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
3rd down.
Cover 4 quarters.
Back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And a great job on special teams to down it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Flanker drive is selected.
Bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position.
Triangle button.
Inside the 15, inside the 5.
Circle button. Square button. Cross button. R1 button.
Let's be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people...
Entering play call, corners, white rail, corner, mesh, gun plan, run out, gun plan, player, formation, I-form, wing. You have 15 options, X-slant is selected.
A yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Cross button.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the...
Entering play curls. Pop sprint H, empty and pop power O.
Just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
Cross button.
In the big-time play.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He gets away from 1, and they'll get him down short of the 1st down.
Entering play, Ravens, white rail, deep spot.
Some looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're going to go for
Square button.
just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down.
Triangle button.
They're trying again.
Triangle button.
Rush in.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing.